So New Zealand has been hit by one of the worst terror attacks in its history. 49 people so far have been killed and scores injured as attackers opened fire at the Muslim worshippers during Friday prayers at two different mosques in Christchurch in New Zealand. 4 people have been detained in this regard. One Australian national has claimed responsibility, posting a manifesto stating his racist anti-immigrant ideologies in a bid to justify the act of terror.
Terror rocks New Zealand's Christchurch city. Mass shootings at 2 mosques full of worshippers attending Friday prayers. 49 dead, scores injured. The dead include women, children, elderly, most of them migrants and refugees.
This is one of New Zealand's darkest days. Clearly, what has happened here is an extraordinary and unprecedented act of violence. Many of those who will have been directly affected by this shooting may be migrants to New Zealand. They may even be refugees here. They have chosen to make New Zealand their home, and it is their home. They are us. The person who has perpetuated this violence against us is not. They have no place in New Zealand. There is no place in New Zealand for such acts of extreme and unprecedented violence.
The first of the deadly attacks occurred at the Masjid Al-Noor at Deans Avenue in central Christchurch, killing nearly 40 people. One of the attackers live-streamed the video on social media, showing the attack in horrifying detail. The video shows a gunman walking into the mosque and spraying terrified worshippers with bullets again and again. The video has since been removed from social media platforms, and the police urged people not to share the disturbing video. Eyewitnesses revealed the gunman was white and was wearing a helmet with some kind of device on top.
Oh, there was around 1:45. I was stopped right. I heard the big sound, the gun, and the second one I heard, I ran. There were lots of people were sitting in the floor. The gun was around the door. I ran behind the mosque, and I sitting behind the container. I rang to the police.
There was a second shooting at the Linwood Masjid that killed 10 people. The attackers chose Friday since a large number of people attend prayers that day.
You will find, men, women, children. You will find, a cross-section of the community. There will be anywhere between 350 to 500 individuals worshiping, because today is our congregational prayer. That's when people come around, within the city and the environs to worship. So you will expect anywhere up to 500 individuals worshiping in the mosque at the time the shooting took place.
The terror attack triggered a lockdown in the area. The injured were rushed to the hospital after the shooting. Police urged people to stay inside their homes. Police has detained 4 suspects, including a 28-year-old Australian national who claimed responsibility for the attack. He also published a 74-page long manifesto outlining his anti-immigrant ideology. 2 other men and 1 woman have also been detained. Police has also defused a number of IEDs attached to vehicles.
We are currently dealing with an unprecedented situation in New Zealand. It's very grave, it's very serious. We have dealt with an active shooter situation. We have multiple fatalities. At this point, I can't say how many, but it is significant. They occurred in 2 locations, 2 mosques in Christchurch. We have 4 people in custody. We are not aware of other people, but we cannot assume there are not others at large.
Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison condemned the terror attack by an Australian national.
Shocked. We were appalled. We are outraged. And we stand here and condemn absolutely the attack that occurred today by an extremist, right-wing, violent terrorist.
After the attack, the national security threat level has been raised to the second highest level. Police authorities claim that none of the suspects have been on any watch list. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.